Signs a man no longer wants you anymore. So this video is going to reveal the sad signs that the guy who once loved you no longer wants you, no longer loves you, and no longer wants to be with you anymore. Hey, it's Erin, your personal love expert, back again on the channel where we make men make sense. VixenDaily. This video is going to reveal the very sad but real signs that the one person who you thought was going to love you and care for you no longer loves you anymore. If you want to learn the true and honest signs that a guy no longer wants you anymore, then write "I'm ready" right now in the comments down below while the intro plays. This video has been requested so many times, so I hope you guys enjoy. But before we dive in, I have a very small favor to ask. If you like this video, any of my videos, anything about me, what I'm wearing, love advice, give me a like, a thumbs up, give me a like, share, subscribe, tell people all about it. What's the number one sign that a guy no longer wants you anymore? He never contacts you first. This is an obvious sign, but it's an important thing to always remember in human relationships. When we love someone, when we want to be with someone, we will contact them first. It doesn't mean it'll happen all the time, but it's going to absolutely happen for very obvious reasons. It's our instinct. We do it and it's going to always happen. Number two, he responds in very short sentences. So if you are trying to let someone you love and once loved off gently, so maybe you guys had a good relationship, but now things have fallen apart. He's trying to slowly wean you off this relationship by being shorter and shorter with you. So he'll reply in short sentences because he doesn't want to break your heart. He once did love you, but now the love is no longer there, and this intense urge to let you off gently is overwhelming him, and he'll kind of wean you off this love because he doesn't want to break your heart, but he's showing you through this short kind of replying that he doesn't want to give much of himself to you anymore. Number three, he just doesn't look at you in the same way he did anymore. Okay, so this is an intangible human experience that I think all of you watching right now have probably endured. You know that look when someone loves you, you see the way that they look at you. You can feel the love in their eyes. You can see the expression on their face, the way that they look. It's an intangible and beautiful experience, but when it goes, it's heart-wrenching, it's soul-crushing, and you don't know how to get it back. Unfortunately, you need to take a step back and evaluate. Do you feel the look of love has now drained? Does he look at you in that way that he used to? If he doesn't, it's a very sad but necessary thing to look at. It means the love is no longer there in the same way that it once was. If you're losing the man you love and you want direct help from me to save your relationship once and for all, you can join my private insider group and ask me any question to save your relationship. Space is limited, but if there is still space available, you can join me at VixenInsider.com. That's VixenInsider.com. I don't want you to lose that love you once had. And it's really important to look at your situation and ask yourself in your gut, does he look at me the way he once did? Number four, he gets super annoyed at things that never annoyed him before. Do little things, like anything, little things suddenly annoy him that never did? What's happening here is this. The things that now annoy him are symbols of his inner frustration with you in general. You might say to yourself, if only I was better, if only I was different, then magically, maybe he loved me. It's not about that. It's about him growing tired of the relationship. I hate to say this, but I have to give you the truth because I don't want you to waste time being stuck on a possibly failing relationship. But when a man starts getting annoyed at every little thing you do, and you're the same you that you always were, it means he's trying to express his direct frustration through indirect means. It's a psychological human tendency that a lot of people don't even realize they're doing, but getting annoyed at everything you're doing when you're still the same you is a strong indication of a lack of love or a decrease in love. I'm not saying he doesn't fully love you and there is still time to save this relationship, and I want to help you do that, but just note that if he's getting annoyed at everything, it's either he's really pissed off in his own life or he's off with the relationship and doesn't know how to express it. But that's the beginning of the end in many cases. That inner frustration that boils over and forces him to insult you and degrade you, and you don't even know what you've done. That's a very big indication that something is very wrong here. Number 5, every time you talk to him, you feel like you're talking to a wall. It's like there's nobody really there. You're saying, knock, knock, hello, listen to me, I'm here. Hello, pay attention. All I want is for you to pay attention. And what does he do? So you're pouring your heart out to him. You're talking to him with emotion, passion, and intensity. And what does he do? He ignores you and he doesn't respond. He treats you like you're a nuisance or you're an ant. All of the above are strong indications that you are not wanted in the way that you were before. And it doesn't mean you're less worthy, but it is something to really look at and evaluate, because I don't want you to be stuck on a dead end. Number 6, when you ask him what's wrong, he gets really annoyed and even more distant. It's almost as if he's punishing you for having the audacity to ask him. And you feel like you want to just crawl into a hole and disappear when you ask him something and he shuts you down like you're so insignificant and like your emotions don't matter whatsoever. Number 7, he never compliments you anymore. The idea of him saying something nice to you is literally the equivalent of pulling teeth. He will not compliment you. He'll never do anything to make you feel good. He'll never want to say anything to make your heart happy. The man that once gave you this feeling and this rush of, wow, he thinks so highly of me, now it's like he could care less of how you feel, and he would never want to make you feel good. He would never say anything that was complimentary. Everything is either indifference or rude. Number 8, he openly flirts with other women and or compliments other women. Does he mention other women and compare you to them? For example, oh, XYZ woman is so great at this. I wish you could be like that. I want you to take a moment and accept that if that's happening, there is a big problem here. You don't want to be setting yourself up for heartbreak. And if you're sitting here in a situation where he's either flirting with other women or talking highly of other women and degrading you in comparison, that is a major problem. Number 9, the time you spend together is horrible. So look at the quality of the time you spend together. Is it exciting, fun? Do you ever have conversations that flow naturally? Or is it boring, depressing, and just miserable? If the time you spend is always horrible, it's normal to get into a rut and never have, the same excitement as the beginning. But if it's always miserable, if you have nothing to talk about and there's nothing in common, then neither of you is clearly enjoying this. So why are you guys even together in the first place? You might want to really evaluate that, because a lot of people end up sitting in a relationship just because they've invested so much time that they think, oh, I have to make it work, but it's not working, and it has not been for a long time. Number 10, you never laugh together anymore. Think about it. If you're never able to laugh, to sit together and laugh at the little things in life, then what are you even doing here? If you can't laugh with your partner anymore, if you never have fun, you never enjoy the same things, and you never laugh, then why are you even in this relationship? It's pointless and it's not love. If you can't laugh and really have a good time ever, then you're wasting your time on a dead end that will never end well, because what's the point? Why would you waste time when there are so many people on this planet being with someone that you can't even smile around? Laughter is such a beautiful part of love, and no laughter means there's not really love. There's no foundation or compatibility here. I am so sorry from the bottom of my heart that you feel the way you do. I am so sorry that you have to experience this pain, this really horrible limbo of not knowing if the man you once loved is gone. I am truly sorry. And I wish I could give you a hug across the screen and tell you that I know it feels bad, but I promise you that you are going to be okay. You're not alone, and if it makes you feel better, I hope you know that I am here for you. I really understand the pain in your heart, and I don't want you to deal with this anymore. Him not loving you might be true, but it doesn't mean that you're alone. It doesn't mean that you will not be okay. It doesn't mean that you won't be the you that you've always wanted to be. You are still a good person. You're still a beautiful soul, and you have so much life left to live. You have so much love left to give, and I want to help you do that. So I do invite you to come join VixenInsider.com where you can speak to me directly. And if you're worried about losing him and want me to help you save this relationship, I really think VixenInsider.com is the right way to do that. And if anything, you'll be able to have direct feedback from me and we can work through this together, because as I said, you're not alone. And also, if you have any questions or comments or anything you want to tell me, leave me a comment and I will reply. But for sure, realize that you're not alone and I am here to help you. So VixenInsider.com is where you can reach me directly. And as always, be sure to comment and subscribe to the channel so you can have the exact love life that you really want. And I will see you guys next time.